Um, it is 3 a.m. January 19th, 2026. Um, yeah. So, last video, campaign failed. Today, we are running up a new product. I'm tired as fuck. It's 3 a.m. I might be cooked, but yeah. Uh, we run up a new product. I have just finished. Today. First, we did some bit of backtracking today, low key. And I went through a little more deep analysis into what it really is in terms of a winning product. And I went through, the characteristics and criteria of what a winning product would look like. It turns out I was kind of overthinking everything. And this is stuff I basically already knew. So there's no reason to really worry too much. I'm low-key following Lewis's principle of think less, do more, because, with that principle, when you do more, take more action. It's all in the key of taking action, just so you can fail more. And once you fail more, you will learn the most from your failures, and know what not to do. And eventually, enough failures, you'll succeed. But it's hard for people to fail because you as a human being can only tolerate so much failure before it starts to really affect you. Because, as humans, you don't like disapproval sometimes. It depends who you're receiving it from, but majority of the time, even to yourself, you don't like disapproval. May not be the case for everyone, but yeah, I know personally for myself. I'm not gonna lie, be completely honest here. Can't tolerate much failure. I don't like to fail. Throughout my life, never really failed anything, or anything meaningful for that matter. That to the point where it genuinely affected me. But in that through that made me kind of weak. Made me kind of unable to push myself to that limit, or kind of seek out that sort of discomfort until now. Yeah, I did feel myself getting a little demotivated to pursue any matter forward. Not in terms of giving up, but like I felt the drive kind of loosen a little in terms of I gotta get this back up and running. But that was about a solid 4 or 5 minutes. Not even 4 minutes, 3 minutes. After some contemplation, I realized, wait, no, this is literally my whole life. I don't get to, I don't get to attach any emotion to it, or any sort of, feelings towards this, because this is not a matter of feeling. This is a matter of do or die, fight or flight, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. Feelings aside, emotions aside, we need to make money. We need to make some fucking money. But yeah, today we did a bunch of product research. I found my product. Probably gonna just be leeching off my competitor for the most part. I had a problem really with kind of understanding why we even test for native image ads and long form ad copy for these products. I really thought, can this even really sell? Because I was looking at Get Hooked and just seeing all these winning ads. They're not even remotely native. They're just benefit ads. Maybe it could be founder stories. Just selling points. And usually they're just they're not native. So had to ask Peter, like, yo, why are you teaching me this native ad strategy? But yeah, it was kind of like reassurance that what I'm doing, or what I'm trying, working towards, is essentially the right path. And I think he convinced me otherwise. He said it's untapped method to advertising. Native image ads are basically what stops people scrolling on Facebook, which is true. I did watch an Anthony Camacho video about that. And he did say that. So yeah, that does make sense. But today we found a product, and I'm already about 2 parts of the way in through Gautier Prompts 3.0. I'm about 2 prompts into the mass desire researching and the product research. Um, so while that is happening, or after that is happening, no, probably while that's happening, I will have, or I will be building out the store. Sorry, I'm really fucking tired. Meaning, I would also have to, replace the images, all that boring shit. I'm mainly excited for the campaign testing when we campaigns when we actually get to run them, because that is probably the biggest obstacle right now. Just figuring that out, knowing what I'm doing, trying to know what I'm doing essentially. Because if we, I want to be able to see a sale. That is the goal. Once I break, I feel like it's literally like breaking past the first sale will be so much harder than breaking past the $100,000 mark or the $10,000 mark or whatever mark. Because once you can initiate the first, once you can break through the first door, which is probably arguably the strongest, hardest door to break through, the risks get significantly easier. So that's it for today, I guess. Good. I'm proud that every day I always have something to talk about, which is work related in terms of ecom. Uh, Before at one point I was lucky just a fitness channel. Wait, low key though, the turns of table, the tables turned. Before I was just a fitness channel, and now I'm back to pure raw ecom. But if I'm being honest, I have not been balancing the two very well. A lot of time going into making money right now. Probably I'd say about 80% of my life is I will just work, like real job work, and then here, and then the rest of the 20% is playing basketball. In terms of things I do, that's been my life for the past week. It's pretty fire, but I would like to get back into the gym. I would like to start running again. Or not running again.
Welcome, guys.
Oh shit! I just clicked on
To
a
a
YouTube
little
video.
POV
Oh,
drive
what
video.
the fuck! I just clicked on a random YouTube video. Sorry. I want to get into running. I don't know about a marathon. I told Lewis, a bucket list of mine, which is still true, is to, go for a marathon. I don't know if this is the year or this is the time. I feel like although it's fitness related, it has goals. That is something people devote like their life to. So that's not something you can just do as like a little side thing. That's not some side shit. That's some real serious like, yeah. So I want to be in a better position sooner or later where I can devote more focus into that. So, but regardless of that, I still want to at least train as if I was training for a marathon, because running in general is very cool and also very healthy. Back in the primal instincts, back in the primal caveman days, we was all running. That's all we had. And Nathan also had a cool idea of he's already done it, so I want to do it as well. Of the me in 5 years, me in 10 years. I don't know about 10 years. I feel like 10 years is a little too far down the timeline to be able to properly, accurately predict what you're going to be like in 10 years. But maybe that's the whole point. Maybe you're supposed to do it and just kind of look back in 10 years and see what you got right. But I feel like it's kind of lame. Like, I don't see this as like a prediction. I want to see this as a genuine, like, manifesto, Like, if I make a video about me in 5 years, I want everything that I ask for to come true, or like everything that I preach, or everything that I claim, in the in the first video to come true when I make that eventual 5-year return. So yeah, it's not just like a little prediction type of thing, like where do you see yourself. It's literally like this will, kind of like it's not like a I want, it's an I will or an I am type of list, type wish list. Yeah, I don't know when I'll make that though. Maybe when I remember. I could make it literally like I could make it after this, but I'm too lazy. So I'm too lazy to think right now. If I bro, I was like, that's like a pretty big video. So whatever I say in that video, needs to be somewhat well thought. Maybe I'll write it down somewhere. I don't know. My trusty notebook, bro. This notebook, has been through thick and thin. I have about all those pages. Don't look that much, but all the stacks on stacks. It's probably like, yeah, all those. Those just filled to the brim with notes and just a bunch of notes on ecom. This book's probably like, solid nearly halfway, third of the way there to completing. It's been about half a year. Not half a year. August, September, October, November, December, January. So 4 or 5 months. Yeah, it's been about 4 or 5 months. Maybe 4 months. Let's go down to our last day. One was 4 months ago. Yeah, so around 4 or 5 months I started using that. Yeah, I remember this. I mentioned this before. Very ironic how this book is an engineering notebook. It's like specifically the Department of Engineering, and look where that's turned out. But yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, quitting my job soon as well, which is great. I'd love for that. You love to see it. I'm actually in VC right now. Yeah. Hopefully we get a sale by the end of this month. But it's just like, it kind of sucks, I can't guarantee anything. I literally don't know. Like, once my campaign's launched, once all said and done, like, in the end, I really don't have that much control. Well, actually, no, I have a lot of control, but, all these variables I can change, and it still doesn't really give me any slight advantage to knowing if I'm gonna get a sale or not. Yeah, just because I'm very inexperienced. So, alright, yeah, that's enough dragging on this video. This is day 103. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Huh?